Hello everyone, back with another Tekkit gameplay. You're gonna see right now why I haven't been here for a little while, and my last video was one of my friends playing Slender. It was quite hilarious. I've already recorded, as you can probably see, and I've already got the guns. I didn't record the commentary. Bollocks. But I'm good now. Right. Let's go. The reason why I haven't been here for a couple of days is because mainly I've just been doing other things off doing YouTube. I've been doing stuff outside of YouTube and just general, everyday crap. And I've also been doing this. This only took me, what, a day? Yeah, about a day to do. And I've been gone for like a week, nearly. And yeah, what I've got done is I've just decorated everything around here, made it look a lot more homely and more like Tekkit, basically. Ruined it. And yes, I've made my shooting range as I said I would. I'm a bit clueless on how the cannon works, because that is what the cannon looks like if you don't know it. Didn't mean to do that. I fired my gun. Whoops, didn't fire the cannon. I don't know how it works. I'm going to find out, but until then, I can't really find out, can I? Yeah, I've made a musket, and if you can't hear, I'll quickly turn up the volume. Put it on about, what, 50. Shut up, music, don't want to hear you. Right. Load it. You have to hold it down twice to get it to load. So, it's obviously a little bit longer than the blunderbuss gun, but it is... Oh, damn it! I was just about to kill him. That's a cat, isn't it? Yes. 2 cats. It's a kitten. Got him! Bullseye! Right in the butt. Right. It's so much cooler than the blunderbuss gun. It makes such a better noise, because if I load the blunderbuss gun and all, it just makes a TNT noise. This makes like a volcano bloody noise. And as far as I'm aware, it degrades a bit slower. Don't quote me on that because I'm not completely sure, but it might. Well, it looks like it does. So I'm just going to go with it does. Just try and get my bullseye from here. Not that you can really tell. Try and zoom in a bit. Didn't tell because the gun jumped back. Right, I'll give you a quick tour in a second, but the guns are just so much fun. I also, oh yes, my second victim. Got him. There's tons in this pool. That's something I might be doing in the future, but until then, it's not really anything amazing. It's just a platform, basically. Poof. I'll fire one more. Oh, let's see if I can get him. No, that's the answer. I've also made a blowgun. These guns are really simple to make, if you're on a server and they don't allow you to cheat, which I don't really cheat. I would admit I've cheated to build the thing to make it look more homely, but everything that's really Tekkit related, I have not cheated, and I don't want to cheat because it doesn't matter. What's the point? If I'm actually building it to show you how to build it, what's the point in cheating? Because I'm making it already, so it's not worth it. It's on page 36 if you've got the up-to-date Tekkit. And if you're on a server, normally you click it to get it to show you the recipe on how to make it, or press R and it will show you the recipe. Like hover over it and press R, and it will give you it. Now, to make a blowgun, it is really as simple as sugarcane, and then the poisonous dart is cactus, stick, and feather, and you get 4 for every one you do. And you might be able to hear it, but they've even gone through the knack of changing the sound effects so you can actually hear him breathe. Oh, I wanted that to get him so bad. That would have been bloody ponage. Where the bloody hell are they? They've all ran. Oh, there's one. Did I get him? Blowguns work underwater. I know that for a fact. I get him. Did I get him? I'm not sure. I just realised I'm going to drown. Got him, I think. Did I get him? Not sure. Obviously they won't kill anything anywhere near as quick as a bloody gun, but, you know, they're pretty cool. They're definitely worth using, especially if you got nothing else. Just a really cool version of a bow, really, a poisonous bow. Boop! Got him. Poisoned him. I'm going mental. Die. Again. Yes, poisoned him. As you can see, all the bubbles coming out of him. Don't bear at me. You will die. Keep my promises. When I say you die, you will die. Damn you. I'm not close enough. That one might get him up the butt. I missed. How did I miss? It'd be even better if it was a first-person shooter. You actually aim in. Make real Call of Duty. Even though I hate that game to bits, but whatever. So yeah, that's the basics with the guns. Obviously I am going to come back to weaponry because there's so many more melee weapons to go through. So yeah, I will be coming back, and also I'll find out how to use the cannon. I know how to make it, and I know what you probably need for it, but I don't know how the bloody hell you use it. There's probably like keys on the keyboard and you press certain ones to get it to do certain things. I'm going to turn that... oh, bloody options menu. Turn down the volume again. So we're going to go on a tour now. Right, on what I've been doing. I made a little path around all my rubber trees, you know. I've just made a path around the whole thing. As you can see by the map, there's a lot more on it now than there was before. This is a future project, possibly. I'm not saying it will be, but I ain't even going to tell you what it is, because what's the point if I ain't going to build it? These little girders, if you're wondering what they are, I am going to go through that at one point. They're red power saws. Saws, that'll probably come up, yeah. It's these, and you can cut blocks up, and that's why I get annoyed going, if I'm clicking through this, because I don't know what it's called, I get annoyed coming up to these sort of pages. It's just page after page of different, the same blocks, but just in different shapes. And it's really irritating, because that goes on for like 20 pages, and it's just stupid. Yeah, that's what they're for. That's red power saws to cut them into those sort of shapes, and that's how you make pretty little girders like that around your plants. I just put a little girder of plants around my house. I use creative mode to put a few cobwebs in just to make it look a bit more authentic and a little bit more real. Some trapdoors over my glowstone lamps. Still work, but you know, made a little path and made the shooting range. This is more melee weapons. You're like boom, 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 boom. If you ever place one of these and you're like, oh crap, I can't get rid of it, you don't use a pick or anything, because that won't do anything either. You just make them wobble a bit more. You just right click on them, if you're wondering. Just literally just right click and they'll pop off. This is the proper shooting range for bows and stuff. That's loaded. And that's just got a couple of bows in it, just in case. My cannon, which I don't know how to use, but I will definitely get onto that. Let's go over here. We have a simple farm, which is basically just wheat, pumpkins, and melons growing in here. The wheat's pretty much done, but these are not. They're not really close. Well, they're close, but they're not that close. Yeah, just a simple farm. I named it Simple Farm because you can make advanced ones in Tekkit, make them look a lot more cooler. I need to put some like grass there or something. I moved my teleporter to take me to the Nether. Obviously I've just moved it because I didn't like where it was, and I've also now made some playpen things for pigs and stuff, water troughs, which they won't actually use, but they don't need them. That over there, I'll get to that in a minute. This is just another one. I'm gonna have like pigs and chickens in here, or pigs and cows, you know, stuff like that. This was the quarry, if you don't remember. This was a quarry that was just right outside my house. It did finally finish, and so I turned it into a swimming pool. Not that I'll ever really, you can't really use it for anything amazing. Just there for aesthetics, looks really. got a few diving boards, and that's how I made these special platform things and all. Jump in. Woo. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome though, making that. I had fun making that. Powerhouse. This is where the majority of my powers are going to come from. I will get rid of these chests because they're not legit. I just spawned them in because I couldn't manage what was coming out of the quarry, so I just put loads of these down because they hold a lot more than regular double chests. So I'm going to replace all of them. This down here is my power supply of combustion engines to run all of the quarries. Obviously there's not enough power coming from these to do so, so I have got backups, a backup machine upstairs. I'll show you that in a sec. You also, if you're ever going to make one of these, you really do need to make sure the water never ever goes down. And I have like a gauge here. It's literally as simple as another pipe just coming off. And if that starts to go any lower than that, you want to turn the machine off. But you can also do as simply as what I've done here, which is basically a sequencer out of, I don't know, I think it's red power maybe. I think it's red power. And once this timer, it's set for 600-second interval, so each one of these quarter turns is 600 seconds, which if you do the maths on that, it's 10 minutes. Then once this switch finally hits this redstone torch, it will fire everything up. Fire these up and some of the quarries, because that can't power all of them obviously, and also a few other things I'll show you when I get up there. That powers all of them at the same time, and once it reaches this redstone torch, everything will turn off. And I've worked out that 10 minutes is like a perfect time for these engines because they won't get too hot. Like, it will just start to go down, but then they'll turn off and then it will just refill and cool them down. So they'll never explode. But just to be safe, I put them in some reinforced blocks to make it a bit more safe. The fuel to the power plant, that's the fuel coming from my refinery over there, which I have remade. It looks a lot better now and it works a lot better. And that will fuel the engines under here, just to literally a flick of a switch and it will start fueling them, obviously. Simple as that. Oh, it ain't working at the moment. Oh, I know why. I'll sort that out later. Also, at the same time, those engines all go down on, go on and downstairs. This bat bot, well, MFV actually, because it holds 60,000. It's night time now, so I'm not going to get any solar panels, solar energy rather. The solar panels collect energy and put it in here, and then the output goes under the ground and into this box, and this box is very, 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 very useful. It's called an energy link. Oh, energy link. They're quite simple to make, not extremely hard. Look, that's not hard. And gold gears, some redstone, and advanced alloy, which is this. You have to make a compressor, which obviously, as you can tell, I don't have one, so I just spawned this box in. I know it's cheating, but like I said, I'm not going to actually properly cheat, because what's the point? Because like I said, I'm building everything to show you, so I'm not going to just spawn everything in, am I? Because that would just be completely pointless. But I'm definitely getting rid of all these chests because they really are not authentic and I shouldn't keep them. Yeah, so that's pretty bloody simple, and you put the power into this box, into whatever side you want, and then another one out. And I'm not sure how you jumble them around. I'm pretty sure it might be a wrench or something that jumbles what goes out and what comes in. I'm not completely sure. I just played around with it with nothing and it just eventually works. So I don't know, I'm probably going to need another one of them in the future, so I'll show you how to do that. And then that power coming from the MFE goes into here and is converted into buildcraft power, because obviously that's industrial craft, and converted into red power, buildcraft power, and it goes off down conductive pipes towards all the quarries also. So I'm getting more power outlet because of the combustion engines and that at the same time. Whew. Hope you got all that, because that was hard to go through. Upstairs there's nothing actually up here. I might make, because this is a powerhouse, it's not meant to be lived in, I might put like a generator up here, or like red and geothermal maybe, powered by lava and heat. Might do that. It's a little screwed up there. That big building over there, you might be wondering, that building wasn't built by me. I didn't build that. Someone that I know come round my house and obviously jumped on my Minecraft and found the world I'm using for this and started to build something just off-site to where everything I have is. So yes, and I can't bother to get rid of it because it's going to take ages. But it ain't too bad. If I do get sick of the sight of it, I can just lower my render distance and I won't see it then. Yes, off here is all my quarries that are still running, I'm pretty sure, but because of those sequencers, it will only run like once a day, if that. So that's how that works pretty much. It's just stops them overheating. I've got a big lag there. Well, something you want to know if you're going to use combustion engines, because you're going to need to cool them down by putting water in them. I better quickly go over there and turn that off, because it's going to blow up. Yeah, it's flashing red. Not good, not good, not good. Turn off. There we go. Whew. Thank God. Right. Yeah, it will... Don't suck directly out of the sea, because you think, obviously, it would replenish it, and obviously I thought that and all. It does, but, like, 500 meters away, it's actually sucking the water cleanly out of the bloody sea. And you can see by my... Well, there's a bit there that's already started to disappear, so I've put girders around all of them now, so it can only suck from here, and for some reason this does replenish, so, you know, it's not that hard anyway. Just put a girder around your pumps, probably like 10 by 10, 5 by 5, something like that. I don't know, you can check the wiki if you really have to. Yeah, that sucks water actually out if you don't do that, and you can see the evidence right there. It's actually, this part of the sea is higher than the rest of this. Have I got a way up? Because I jumped down here earlier and I couldn't get back up. Yes, I do. Cool, that's awesome then. As you can see, look how low all of that is there compared to this. And you might think it's the quarries, but it's not, because the quarry over there where my swimming pool was, it never dropped in height of the water, it just stayed there. So yeah, there's a bit of a problem, and you can actually see it on my thing. I'm basically walking through like a semicircle in the water, like across both of the quarries. If you look there, around there somewhere where my arrow's pointing, you can see it's sort of like a semicircle in the water, and that's where the water's actually dropped in height. But I'm never going to get that back now, but I really cannot be bothered. Well, I could, but I'm really not going to spend 500 hours going back and just lifting it up a little bit. It's fine as it is, to be honest. You are not killing me, my friend. And neither are you. Yes. Let's go over here. Show you my piece de resistance. Boom. Well, it's not my bridge, but I'm going to show you that now. This bridge I made, obviously, just to get over there without having to go through the bloody water. And this is made pretty much entirely from red power saws. Because, as you can see, that block isn't actually a block. It's sort of, well, it's hollow. And it's just got more put around it. And you can't get this colour, this sort of block here. So that's all done by red powers, saws and all. Obviously these aren't. These are... Oh, whoops, didn't mean shit. Oh, got more lag. There we go. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I was pretty happy with that. It turned out pretty well. But the final piece de resistance is my refinery, which is actually running right now, which I'm quite surprised. This basically is the big control panel for everything. I can remotely... This is the only one that's done manually. You have to do it, manual restart, and put that on it just to make sure. And I put on timer on these, well, not on that, but whatever, to say that you don't need to pull the lever to start it. It works automatically. And it's by sequencers again, like I showed you over at the Powerhouse. This bottom one is then powered. Everything is powered in the refinery from that section there. And it's also on a 10-minute interval because the combustion engine's powering it. I don't want them to blow up. So doing that's the best way to do it. and it's probably about halfway now. It's probably got 5 minutes left to run, this machine, and yeah, basically I'll quickly run through. This hatch doesn't really lead anywhere, it just runs to all the power cables that go down. There's hundreds of them. This is the sequencer that actually runs everything pretty much, but this one doesn't actually do anything, it just, so I don't have to go down there and physically check. Yeah, everything runs at exactly the same time, so once one thing goes on, everything will go on. I'll talk you through it step by step, just so in case you want to make that this sort of setup. You can either run pipes directly from your pump where your oil is, or use what I've got here, which is a teleport waterproof pipe. If you want to get all the pipes, really, just type in pipe. It'll give you all of them. It's this one. Waterproof is obviously for liquids. Items are for items, obviously, and that's for power. Things like currents can jump through thin air somehow, through the magic of Minecraft and Tekkit, and power things, I don't know, like a mile away. But it depends how far you go, because if you put the teleport pipe in a chunk that doesn't load when you're standing around here, it won't actually fill up. It's just going to disappear. So bear that in mind. You want it to be close-ish. Maybe where about that mountain, that sand mountain is just above my gun. About that far, and you'll be fine. Then what you really want to do is set this one that's actually connected to the tanks to this. Make sure it's on true, can receive, so it's able to receive the content coming from all the others. And your frequency, set it to a number you can remember. I just set it to 1. And another, all the other pipes which have pumps on them, which I could show you. I'm just going to quickly switch to creative here, or cheat. Yeah, whatever. I ain't actually going to do anything, just so I can fly over here and quickly show you. Like I said, that frequency's on 1, and it's set to can receive true. This one is finished, but I've just left it here because I haven't been bothered to get rid of it yet. I'll get rid of it now. Why not? Just won't get rid of this bit here. And as you can see, this is also on a frequency 1, can receive false, so it can't actually receive things from other teleport waterproof pipes. And it says 37, but it is a little bit buggy. There isn't actually 37 teleport pipes on my map, so it's not possible. Yeah, so that's pretty much how you set that up. Just set it to the same frequency as the other one, and just make sure that one's on false, the one that you don't want to put the tank, all the oil or water or whatever into the tanks. Hope you understood that, because that's quite hard to explain. Right, basically once it comes out of that teleport pipe, it goes into my big canisters full of fuel. Well, some of them are. And once the sequencer fires up, everything fires up, so just bear that in mind. These will start pumping into this pipe, and the oil will be then fed to the refinery. This isn't running very fast at the moment because I haven't filled the engines fully with fuel. Some of them ain't even running, I don't think. But it's still pumping out a fair amount. The oil is then put into the refinery, and the refineries are then powered by the combustion engines down here, which are also in like bomb-proof glass. And these are all, there's quite a few of them ain't even running. 3 of them ain't running, and 3 of them are. And they send the current through conductive pipe up through this hole to all the refineries. As you can see, there's one right above it, and that goes to that. And then the fuel that comes out of the refinery, some of it drops down here. As you can see, it's actually backed up now because there's no more. It's just going to go back up and go into the other way, because these are obviously full. And then that flick of a switch that I said manually, that I put manual on, will then open all of these and start sending fuel into these engines so it can continue making more fuel. And that's pretty much how that works. And then the leftover fuel, will end up pumping into this pipe, which then goes to my house, which has canisters in it, which you can actually just about see through those windows. Little red tanks, and that goes there. And at the same time, so the combustion engines do not explode, at the same time as everything else, the water pumps fire up over there. Oh, so everything's just turned off now. It's reached its 10-minute cycle. The water pumps will fire up. They've got one-way valve things on them just to stop it going the wrong way and wasting precious time, which may end up causing my machines to explode. It all goes through and down that pipe there into the engines below. Actually no, I think it's this pipe. I've also used a few gold pipes just to speed it up, just to make it so it can get water that little bit quicker to the engines to stop them getting even closer to blowing up. So basically, because the water pumps are running at the same time as it's actually sucking the water out of the pipes to go into the engines, you don't really lose much water out of these tanks at all. It's never ending, really. I've got tons of lag there. Whoa, that was a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really, for today, because, you know, a lot of it was just a tour of what I've been doing, and we looked at a few guns. We're probably going to go on to something different next episode, maybe more industrial craft, upgrading our power grid, and maybe even a jetpack or something, I don't know. So yeah, that'll be, and then we'll come back to all the maces, knives, and all that sort of stuff, because we can't just leave that there. We have to look at them. We have to. Both. But yeah, that's pretty much me done for today's Tekkit, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another one, pretty much. So until then, everyone, goodbye.